Marker?
Ow!
Yeah.
Just to scare you.
You still got it.
It's good to be the king.
And may the Schwartz be with you.
With his ageless humor and sharp comedic insights,
The Lord Jehovah, has given unto you these 15. Wait. 10 commandments for all to obey.
this master storyteller has definitely still got it.
Are you in trouble interviewing me?
Why should I be in trouble?
Of course, you don't talk about it. Infrastructure, you don't talk about it. You know.
This is a vacation for me. This
yeah,
is
right.
great. In his new memoir, All About Me, My Remarkable Life in Show Business, Mel Brooks, the legendary actor, producer, and writer, takes readers on the journey of a lifetime. Brooks began his career in television as a writer in 1950 on Sid Caesar's variety series, Your Show of Shows.
Guess you can't even get a glass of water in a place like this.
Water!
Tell me about Sid Caesar. Was he your big break?
He was my incredible golden door, my entry into show business at large.
You know, you say you became a writer when you were on Your Show of Shows, but we have this is a notebook here, Corporal Melvin Kaminsky.
You got my army.
Yeah, your Army notebook, and you were writing back then.
I wrote on the way over. We went over in February the beginning of 1945, on a troop ship.
I wonder if your time in the service, is that the root of your fascination with Adolf Hitler?
It was fearful. That's a good word. You know, first of all, they attacked us, and we had no choice. But we were fighting for something good. We were fighting to preserve something wonderful, America.
The original title of the producers, Springtime for Hitler.
That was the original title. Couldn't have a better title, except Joseph E. Levine said a lot of the exhibitors are Jewish, and they've called me and said they're simply not going to put Hitler on the marquee. You got to come up with another title.
How can a producer make more money with a flop than he could with a hit?
Well, it's simply a matter of creative accounting. Let's assume, just for the moment, that you are a dishonest man.
Assume away.
Where did that idea come from, a hit that's made out of a flop?
I worked for a guy, you know, there were many producers that kind of hedged their bets. If a play cost $10,000 to produce, he would raise $11,000. And their only problem was they had to be careful. If they raised too much, then they couldn't, if it was a hit, they couldn't pay all the backers.
The producers, Brooks' film directorial debut won him an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay in 1969. More than 30 years later,
Never put your own money in the show!
he created the Producers Broadway musical, which won 12 Tony Awards. What have you failed at?
I've plenty. You never saw me in the mountains leaving the stage amid a chorus of boos. You know, when I was doing bad jokes, when I had not yet found my way, which was reality was my way. Tell the truth.
Always by Brooks' side, his wife and collaborator of over 50 years, actress Anne Bancroft, his co-star in the film To Be or Not to Be.
Sweet Georgie Brown.
She passed away in 2005. Is this true that on one of your first dates with Anne, she had to slip you $20 under the table?
I didn't have any money, and I was dating Anne Bancroft, who was on Broadway in The Miracle Worker. So anyway, we were at a Chinese restaurant one night, and I said, I'm broke. She slipped me a $20 bill under the table. And the bill came to something 14 or 15, you know, Chinese. Wasn't that expensive. So, I mean, I gave him the $20 bill, the waiter, and I said, keep it. I got outside, slapped him across. I said, what? She said, don't be such a big shot with my money. So I learned, you know.
One of his most groundbreaking films, 1974's Blazing Saddles, about a black sheriff in a racist Western town.
But I love an engine underneath the comedy that says something. And this one says something about racial prejudice.
Are we awake?
We're not sure. Are we black?
Yes, we are.
Then we're awake. But we're very puzzled.
We found Cleavon Little, who was absolutely, made for the part.
Throw the third switch! Not the third switch!
You write about working on Young Frankenstein with Gene Wilder while you're editing Blazing Saddles.
It's alive!
I had one big fight with Gene. And when he had this idea that he and the monster would sing and dance.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
I said, Gene, I'll film it, and if one person in that screening, one person says it's silly or it's stupid or it's out, one person, he said, deal. We filmed it, putting on a The audience went crazy. And I said, Gene, I apologize. You're absolutely right. It's the funniest thing in the whole movie.
I love the way you write about your relationship with Carl Reiner.
Oh.
The two met in 1950 when Reiner joined Sid Caesar's Your Show of Shows.
Now look, Mr. Hi-Ho.
It was the start of a 70-year friendship and a comedy partnership that brought the world the 2,000-year-old man.
Well, sir, I would like to know about one particular lady, Marie Antoinette.
Oh,
She's always fascinating.
Marie, what a cutie.
To make Carl laugh was one of the... He was tough.
Take a look at the tag. Read the tag. Read it to the people.
This suit is 100 years old.
That's what it is.
How great, though, to be remembered as someone who makes people laugh.
Well, it's a good job.
Mel, thank you. This is so much fun to talk to you.
George, this was a pleasure. Now, I have a,
Shoot, go for it.
Yeah. I don't get paid for this.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.